Yeah, I'll open with, I was really impressed with our fans. I thought they really helped us. When we came out for kickoff, I thought there was great energy, and we needed that. We obviously needed it throughout the game, and I think it affected them. A couple delayed games, a couple procedural penalties, which were big. Could have been the difference in the game. But we certainly helped them, too, with some dumb penalties. We gifted them basically 14 points on 2 error plays, and then we gifted them 3 first downs. I think they were all third and longs, which I've never been a part of that, not since I've been at Georgia, where it was like, it's hard to say undisciplined because the guy's trying to rush the passer, puts his hand on the face mask, and that basically gives them another touchdown. So we got 14 points gifted to them. The offense got on rhythm, did a really nice job with pass pros, and Carson was in rhythm, which was great to get those guys going. But we got to continue to get better. Frustrating some of the things in the secondary, 50-50 balls. I don't think we won one, maybe one. 50-50 balls out there on the perimeter, and we worked really hard on that, and give them credit. They got some good wideouts, and I thought their quarterback gained confidence throughout the game. He made some plays. Early he struggled, and then as the game went on, he made some throws that were good throws, and they beat us on. So on that, I'll open it up.
Coach, what can you say about that drive? We had 11 minutes left, and you take 7.5 minutes. What can you say about the offensive line performance in that drive and kind of put the game away?
Yeah, I went over and challenged them actually before that. I said, look guys, we're struggling right now. We're out of rhythm on defense. They've thrown some balls up, made some plays, and to be honest with you, we need you to take it over. We need y'all to go out, and it was more than just them, because there was tight ends, receivers blocking, Carson milking the clock. I think there were a couple passes on that drive. I'm not sure. I feel like we had a couple third down conversions, but we were able to run the ball when we had to run the ball, and we were able to throw and catch the ball pretty successfully tonight, which is a good sign for us, because we need some explosive plays, and I thought that our offense was able to do that tonight with some deep balls.
Are y'all more comfortable throwing it than running it right now?
I don't know. I don't. It's a little bit what the defense does, but like we do run it well at times. But nobody runs it. Just show me a team that runs the ball really well in the SEC. I don't think that exists. You know, I can't sit here and say. I mean, Vandy does. They have an offense that's very different in terms of running the ball. So you run the ball to prevent turnovers. You run the ball to keep people from pass rushing all the time, to keep people honest. I do think we left some plays out there in the run game, and that's getting to be like frustrating, because there's a couple plays where the ball's going to spit and we throw it out on the RPO. You know, it's like we get 4 yards on the RPO, but the run would have hit for 50. You know, and it's ifs and ands in a lot of those things. I'm pleased with where we are in terms of throwing it. We had some good timing in the passing game today.
Kirby, a career high night for Arian Smith and also Carson Beck. Where have you seen that relationship develop and the chemistry throughout the weeks?
Yeah, I mean, shoot, I don't know how many years have they both been here. 5 for both of them, or 4, something like that. I don't even know. I mean, they've known each other for a long time. They throw. We work a lot of timing routes on Monday, so the receivers don't do conditioning. They go throw with Carson, and they get their running through their long, extended, bombs and comebacks and deep routes. And I thought that the last 3 or 4 weeks, that's really helped Aaron and Carson in terms of throwing vertical balls.
What lessons can you take from this game as you get ready for Texas next week?
Lessons, I don't know that much of it carries over to Texas. Defensively, you can't give people things. I mean, we literally gave 14 points. And I'm not talking about the 4th and 2 that we don't cover the guy in the flat. I mean, I'm saying they earned that. But we gave 14 points. We gave up 2 back-to-back wheel routes in the first half, and then we gifted them 1 on 3 third down conversions in the second half. So, you take 14 points off the board, you feel a little better, but there's still things that they did to frustrate us, and they did a nice job.
Kirby Branson goes down and doesn't come back in. Just how serious does that injury seem to be?
Yeah, I don't know the serious it's an MCL, knee, like those are sprains, but I don't know that for sure. So I don't know how serious it is, because we don't have the MRI results yet.
KJ Bolden comes down with his first career interception today. How big is it for him to make a play like that at this point in the season?
That's great. Right for the half, we weren't able to do much with it. It's one of those things. I think it was third down, so it was going to bring up 4th. it'd been a lot bigger if we could have stole one of those early in the first half, or stopped one of those drives with a turnover, you know, or the 4th and 2 that we should have leverage on the back, and we don't cover the back. Those would have been a lot bigger plays, but it was a great play for him. It shows his athleticism. You know, he's made a lot of those plays with range in the middle of the field.
In some of those areas we were talking about, you gave up 14 points. Is that disconnect, like with the matchup, or what specifically do you think the mistakes were made there?
Well,
How do you fix them?
2 of them were eye control plays where guys running at me, and they just ran right by us, you know, and it's like they didn't beat us. We gave them 2 plays, the play down our sideline and then the touchdown. And then the other drive was the third downs. You know, you had either 2 or there's 2 third downs in that one drive that, I mean, we're off the field. And we have, you know, I don't want to say undisciplined penalties, but they're just bad timing of penalties.
You mentioned the 50-50 balls that they got tonight. Is there any one thing you could point your finger on that your guys could have done better, or is it just Mississippi State, I guess, winning more than their fair share of those plays?
Yeah, we work really hard on 52. But the way we play defense, we don't give up many short, intermediate passes. We challenge people historically here. So if you're going to hit balls on us, it's usually shots. And if you miss those, you're in long yardage all day. If you hit those, then you're explosive. And they hit some, but I mean, we work on them all the time just like they do. You know, they miss some too. They threw some just like, you're like, where's he throwing that ball? He's throwing the ball deep and he missed the guy, but they made some, and that hurt us.
Kirby, did you guys want to target the tight ends more, or does it kind of just play out that way tonight?
I already know what the targets have. I mean, we don't go in the game, Mark, and say we're going to target the tight ends this game. I think that's what a lot of people think. You go to who's open, you go where the coverage dictates, but it was not a scripted planned deal.
We saw more of Anthony Evans tonight. What has he done to sort of earn more playing time, and what do you think of how he performed?
I thought he's had 2 good weeks of practice. We tried to play him more last week in opportunities, and he went in and had a penalty, and then we didn't get a chance to play him as much. But he's had 2 of the really solid weeks of practice. Continues to get confidence, grows. He's made plays down the field, and I thought Mike and the offensive staff did a nice job of, you know, we got to find more weapons to help us. We got to find more explosive guys to help us, and he had some nice plays. He had some juice during the week, so we thought, let's give this guy some touches.
What did you think of Trevor's second effort on that 4th down, going up scoring?
Yeah, that was a huge play in the game. I give him credit, but I think there was some more help there. I mean, I saw a replay of it, so I don't know if it was all his effort, but it was the effort of the total group.
Obviously, the game plan will change, but how much confidence does this win give your team moving forward to Texas?
Well, it depends on what area. You know, throwing the ball and catching the ball, and you know, Texas is a different team than Mississippi State. They have different structure. They have different quarterback, different wideouts. I mean, it's not the same offense or defense. So I would have felt a lot better if the 14 points we gave them, we didn't give them. I think it could build some confidence, but we didn't finish the game the way I would like to. That's certainly the case.
And Jared Wilson today, how close is he to making it back?
We felt like he could be the backup today, so if something had happened to Drew, we felt like he would go in and play, where last week we weren't sure he could do that. So there's progress, but he's frustrated. You know, it's been tough because you're sitting over there with some of the best leaders we got, Jared Wilson, Tate Ravlich, Smileman, and Michael Williams, he's playing at about 80-85%. I don't know how many snaps he played tonight. You know, Jordan Hall. I mean, some of our best alpha leaders are cheerleaders, and that's tough. We got to try to get those guys back.
How has the team handled that, as far as, like you're saying, these are leaders who are able to be out there?
Oh, next man up. I mean, the team doesn't face them. I mean, it tears into your depth. You know, you got more young guys playing.
Where's Tate Ratledge in his recovery? Last week he was in a boot. This week he was walking around small brace. Is he getting the returning?
Yeah, he's much closer. He's running. He's on dry land running, pushing it. You know, he's got a custom-made brace, and you know, we keep hoping he gets better.
Kirby, on the last Mississippi State drive, it looks like you made contact with their quarterback. Well, it looks like you were trying to maybe talk to an official about a call. Do you remember the incident, what happened, and what you were upset about with the official?
No, I think the play I was going after Schumann. I was trying to get Schumann's attention. We were trying to change personnel. I think it's the play they came over on our sideline, and I'm trying to get Schumann's attention. But no, I don't really remember it.
As you guys get ready for Texas next week, how much do you think going to Alabama and being in that environment helps you prepare for the environment that will be at Texas?
Say that again?
as you guys get ready for Texas?
Oh, the similar environments?
Yes.
Yeah, I don't know. That's one place I've never been. I mean, I've been, but I've never been for a game. I've been there to meet with their staff like years ago, but I don't know. I mean, I know this SEC environment. I know it's a, top 10 matchup. I mean, you're talking about powerhouse program. So then we at least we played at Kentucky, which was really hard. We played at Alabama, which was really hard. And so we've got some experience in that environment, but it'll be a road environment,
I know you talked about these guys earning the right to cut it loose. Last week you mentioned that. How do you think they did in that regard today?
Good at times, poor at times. I can say the same thing every week, though. It's like nobody plays a perfect game. You have to accept that, but it's frustrating because I thought there was a moment in time in that game where we had cut it loose. I think maybe 27-10. I don't remember what the number was, and I was like, man, we got this thing rolling. We're getting after it. We're playing good. We played great run defense, which we thought they would shrink the game and run the ball and be really stubborn with the run. And when they said, okay, this kid can throw it, let's air it out. And when they started doing that, they had a little more success and got it back in the game.
I know you guys have focused on kind of one game at a time, but how much of like the off season and just preparing for Texas has there been?
Yeah, no preparing for Texas. We've been preparing for Mississippi State, and even in the off week. I mean, we go all the way back. I think it was how many games we played since the off week? 4. I don't remember how many it's been, but we've just been working on us trying to get better. So we'll start on Texas tomorrow and start trying to prepare for those guys.
Coach, Arian Smith had a couple drops at the beginning of the game. What are your thoughts on just his mentality to go out there and have a career game after that?
That's great. It shows how much he's grown up. I think those things would have affected him 2-3 years ago, but now I feel like the kid's grown over it, grown out of it. The first one was tough. Should have caught it. The one down the end zone, I thought he made a great effort to try to catch that one. It was a tough catch. And then he came back and made some tough catches, so I was really proud of him.
How much have you seen Carson Beck from when he was started last year to this year, just grows in the year?
Well, he's experienced. He's the game gets a little tight there, 2-score game, and then he's cool. He's not panicked. He takes us on a long drive, and I think he continues to show. He's got poise in the pocket. I thought he took off and ran at good times. I mean, he did some good things, made some good throws, and he's affected our team in a positive way more this year than he has in years past.
We saw Ellis Robinson in on that drive late in the game. Just what do you think of his progression going through his freshman season?
And he's had the 2 best weeks of practice that he's had. I thought that the week against Auburn, he really started, like you can hear him talking in walkthroughs, you hear him communicating, you see him practicing, doing things. And then he had a good week this week in practice. He got better, he competed, he did some good things, and he like you see him understanding the defense. I mean, this offense was very different, so had it been a traditional offense, he probably would have played early in the game. But they have really wide splits. We had to make different checks. They do hurry up. It makes it really tough on communication when you play that kind of game against people. But I am proud of him and his growth and how much he's gotten better, and wished he could have gotten a game earlier.
Have a question for Coach Smart?
Kirby, how much did you know about that halftime, newbie series base shot? Did you know anything about it? Any after at halftime?
I don't know what you're talking about.
Did you see Glenn Powell or other? No?
Who?
Glenn Powell?
No, I didn't see it.
Okay.
Did you find out who Miley Cyrus was within the last year?
Yeah, my kids made fun of me for that one. They all are embarrassed because I didn't know who that was.
Anybody else?
Thanks, guys.
All right, thank you.